everyone. So I had started this live before on this Mother's Day, but you hear me now? So yeah, I was listening to. Let me take this off because it keeps coming on and off. Ooh. Can you hear me now? Yeah, you can hear me now, right? Loud and clear. Thank you. I appreciate you. So I'm just gonna have to tell people to jump into 3 minutes and so I said so much. I was basically just saying, do not be triggered by, well, be triggered if you need to learn something and conquer this monster. It's like a little monster, but allow the trigger to literally fuel you to enhance you to the next level because jealousy was the first crime on this planet. If you have ever read the Bible, you don't have to believe in anything of the Bible, but if just going off of the Bible as a psychological analysis on human behavior, it was the first thing, the first behavior that caused humans to commit crimes. It's actually, it makes sense. I believe racism is pretty much jealousy. Can we be honest with ourselves? Because to not really like someone's skin complexion for no real reason is a form of jealousy, and there is reasons to it. It gets deeper than that. But we're not going to get into that topic today. That's going to be a whole tunnel. But yeah, I was saying that it took me all week trying to figure out what to talk about, and then I finally was listening to this audiobook just now, and the audiobook is called Sacred Geometry, and he had said if someone cannot have a conversation with you and them still have a conversation with you, but without being triggered by the other person's way of thinking, then they are having an intelligent conversation. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead on ahead and just say what I'm thinking, and whoever it resonates with, it'll resonate with. So y'all hit the like button so that this can reach more people, because I feel like this is a thing that needs to reach more younger people, and and this topic can really help people move up to the next level. And also, sometimes people fear being having people be jealous of them. And because people fear people being jealous of them, they will dim their own light. No, 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 no. We can no longer have any of that anymore. So, the first thing I want to talk about. So today I saw a TikTok where a girl, it was a girl, and she was wearing just regular clothes. She was wearing a sweatshirt. She was talking and eating at the same time, and she was complaining about how she thinks attractive people honestly get to live a better life. She thinks attractive people get to live a better life, right? Um, and then she was like, because they are attractive, they get to earn more money, they're more likely to be chosen, they're more likely to have people want to do things for them, blase, 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 all the things that she thinks, all the things that probably manifest in her life because she thinks this way, right? Now, that is a touchy topic because the truth of attractiveness, if you are true with yourself, you know that being attractive is confidence and is what is within. Because you know that there are celebrities who look attractive and you don't find them appealing because of how they talk to people, how they treat people, right? So her statement is not true. Now, yes, I'm not denying that there are attractive people who use their charisma to manipulate others who are weakened to the outer appearance of others, and they let them slide, they let them get away with things, they let them walk over them like a doormat. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about just, regular everyday people who you might find attractive. The thing about that, her statement of assuming and making a whole TikTok and it going a little bit viral, the root of it is jealousy. So here's the thing. Jealousy doesn't have to fester within yourself. It can definitely be fixed within a month or so, or a day, if you really, really psychologically break down why you're jealous about something, a certain thing, right? If you really psychologically break it down, and then at the end of breaking it down, it usually the finger goes back to self always, because the root of jealousy is something that you haven't worked on about yourself, right? So she's over here claiming that, okay, attractive people, they wear better things, they look better, they attract better, all that blase blase. She's making excuses to her own way of viewing the world and how she allows the world to view her. Mind you, I said what she was doing in this video. She was eating a really big sandwich that looked like it wasn't the healthiest sandwich. Then she was talking and eating at the same time during this video. So the whole time she's making the video, she's eating So she's already doing an unattractive behavior during the video. She's eating and talking at the same time while complaining. Two unattractive things already, right? And those aren't even by her appearance, it's just by her behavior, right? So she's already making herself unattractive. Now she's complaining. So she's already exuding jealousy. That's the third unattractive thing. Then, right. Are you saying disgusting towards like her eating and talking at the same time? And then she's complaining. And then now she's also she's complaining about other people being attractive and that they live better lives. So she's basically automatically put people who are quote unquote not as attractive. I have to, okay, stopping point real quick. I've met people who, quote unquote, people would assume they aren't attractive, maybe facial wise. But honey, they bank account, their confidence, the way they chest pokes out, you could tell they the big baller in the room. They're the big baller. They're the stars. They get stuff done. Their mentality is the person I rather talk to. Okay, so that's where I'm just already just like disgusted by her whole conversation. Exactly. Stop complaining. So I've already listed three things she's doing. She's eating while talking, complaining. She's exuding jealousy towards other people she claims who are attractive. Also, another thing about attractiveness, one person can like apple juice and the other person can like orange juice. Okay, who's to say someone is not attractive and not attractive, right? But no, we're going to be real with ourselves, right? What makes someone attractive? It's their confidence, it's how they walk out the house, and it's how they are showing themselves to the world. So, by her chewing and eating and talking at the same time with a really big burger, you're making yourself unattractive. You're complaining, you're making yourself unattractive. You're jealous, you're making yourself unattractive. Then you decided to get on TikTok with just a regular sweatshirt. Not saying you can't just get on a sweatshirt, but she just has a regular sweatshirt. So you chose to wake up today and wear something that's really blah. Like you just wore a regular white sweatshirt. That was your choice. You chose to look in the mirror and not put no other effort into how you look today. And now you're barking on TikTok about why attractive people get picked more. But you stepped out the house that way. You chose to step out the house that way. You chose to present yourself to the world the way she did, right? You see how jealousy is really. Thank you. What kind of burger? I don't know. But so yeah, she's wearing a regular shirt. Then she didn't do anything to her face. Mind you, all I have on is lashes and lip gloss right now and some earrings. That's As a woman, I feel like don't make complaints about people being attractive and all that, such and such and such, if you're not even gonna do the bare minimum. The ba- the bare minimum. This is the bare minimum. These are lashes that I put on. Now, don't get me wrong, like I'm still a pretty girl without the lashes, right? Without the lip gloss, without the earrings. But if you think that she hasn't gotten to the level where she thinks she is beautiful without any of those things. So because you have not gotten to that level, then use the tools that God has gifted someone on this planet. God has plasma, what's in the air, whatever you want to call it, has the frequency went into their brain and created the idea to make this product right here, a lip gloss for you to put on to enhance your already beautiful structure. Use it and look at yourself and continue to grow down that path. I stepped out the womb this way exactly. And then another thing that makes her unattractive is that she's a woman. She's already just making women just look more just pathetic because there's so many men that don't do anything to their appearance and they have to go off of pure grit, grind, and the things that how they dress. So I don't care. I don't care. So it's mostly women. I don't care to hear a woman's jealousy about attractiveness because you are choosing every day to do the bare minimum. You are choosing every day to be complaining about something. You are choosing every day to dim your own light. Stop. It's a waste of time. And then, you know the saying, misery loves company. She had to make that whole TikTok, and she paid for the TikTok so that it can go viral. So now you don't got a bunch of other people who think the same way, now reaffirming the way they think, and now they're just like, oh, you're just basically poisoning more people. You're allowing them to think that I will never be attractive because I don't look how someone I deem as attractive. No, you just aren't putting any effort into yourself and you're not staying focused. You're not staying focused. Like that's what it is. So she had a bare face on, regular white shirt, eating while talking at the same time. She's causing her own unattractiveness. But you don't need more. Thank you. Why are you still single? How do you know I'm single? Misery loves company and good vibes are contagious. It is. But here's the thing. Even when good vibes are contagious, I feel like it takes like a certain level of consciousness for someone to want to actually be in your good vibes. Because I've met people where they just want to they want to still stay in their negative vibe of thinking. I would literally tell them, hey, if you try this, like maybe try wearing a dress. I'm mostly speaking to women because I feel like I'll make a video on my thought process on men because I think men jealousy is a little different. I feel like I've seen actually a video yesterday where I've seen it play out with a celebrity and with between men. And I feel like men will do it in sneakier through actions. Women do it through like complaining, the evil eye, like staring the other woman down, or nasty little nitpick type of things they'll do at work or stuff. But men do it through like subtle actions, I've noticed. So like just to go off topic real quick to shifting to men, I've noticed like men will maybe make jokes of another man to dim the other man's light, or like the video I saw with the celebrity, the brother, he had like barely no hair. The other brother, he had a bunch of curly beautiful hair naturally grown. The brother goes over and starts like yanking at his hair, like trying to act like it's a wig. We all know his hair is not a wig, but he's like yanking at it on the like live video. This is an embarrassing thing, right? And the brother who he's yanking at his hair, he just has to suck it up and take it and act like it's a joke. But people who can see, we know that that's jealousy. You you disrespect people like that when you're jealous. And here's the truth about it. When you're jealous of something, it means you think you aren't capable of having the same thing that person has. You think you made up some type of BS loop around in your brain, so you're asking me to break up with her? What? What are you talking about, hard top? Um, So yeah, basically jealousy, you've made up some type of BS loop around in your mind that is a low IQ behavior. I'm not saying you're low IQ. I'm saying the behavior is low IQ. And if you let it fester enough, if you let it get to the heart center, It will now be your personality. And people like me, I can easily pick it up. I can like barely, I can smell it off of you. It exudes off of your aura. You'll think you aren't being, you think it's not being smelt. No, I can smell it. I can feel it. It's exuding off of you. So, yeah, basically, jealousy is just to all the ladies, it can be fixed. If you're jealous of somebody's income, figure out a way to reshift your focus. Your eyes are on the wrong thing. You should make it a spell, make it a magic trick of yourself, whatever you want to call it. It's whatever. When you see somebody has something that you want, and the minute jealousy bubbles up, be like, I'm so happy that they have that. That means I can have that. Because if they say that everyone is a different version of me, that means that person is living in a timeline or a dimension of me, and because they were capable of it, I am capable of it. And that just means because I am a different human, I am capable of it in the way that this person is capable of obtaining it. And the journey might be different, look a little different, but I can still obtain the same thing. They get paid 16,000. I can get paid 16,000. It might happen and loop into my life quicker, faster than their process, or in a different way, but I know that I'm still capable. That's how a confident person talks to themselves. That's how someone stays aligned with their goals, aligned with who they are, aligned with knowing their confidence, and just staying focused. So women, stop getting on TikTok and complaining about people being attractive and crying about how you look. It's 2026. As technology grows, you have no business crying about your appearance when you can go to the dollar store and get you some lip gloss and some lashes and some earrings and a dress. You're choosing to wallow in your misery, and you want misery to have company. We're no longer doing that. We got to break out of that misery. Misery don't want company. Just stop. Just stop. So yeah, no more low IQ behavior. It ends now. Thank you for the likes, y'all. That's just my talk of the day. I'm gonna link in the description today. I have a journal that I wrote, that I designed and I created. I'm gonna link that in the description after this video goes up. I have or you can check out my other videos. The description is there if you're interested in my journal so that you can start daily writing, because that definitely helped transform myself and my days to turn out. If you ever seen the movie Never Ending Story, yeah. Um I also have a coloring book on Amazon, and you can check out my Instagram if you would like, if you're interested in any of my art. It's Kalos Illusions. So, yeah, you guys will see me next week. Bye. How would you describe a person who is charismatic? A charismatic person. I would describe them as someone that can have a conversation with most people. They are adaptable quickly, and they are kind of, and there's so much in their own energy field that that's what makes them charismatic. And they're pretty much also a positive energy. So I think that adds charisma to them. So yeah, I just ate some garlic, some raw garlic before I got on here.